What's going on, Leo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just the greatest, Leo, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So Leo, it's your weekly spread. You know, that's the best I got right now. So I was trying to think about what am I going to do for this intro, and they'll get more elaborate, I promise. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, Leo, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the word salad with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Leo. So Leo, with this weekly spread, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck, and then we'll get some details with the tarot here. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case you all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested there, Leo. Nice. All right, Leo, so your first card here, you got the fourth card of Aquarius, which is the corset card. And with this card, this is a card of held together, boundaries, restrictions, prim and proper, following rules, structured, button up, perfect posture, holding it together, support, shapeshift, and people pleaser. Now, with this card, Leo, you know, I will say, when it comes to like the people pleasing part of it, because yours is a very generous sign, Leo, you know, and if we are in this place where we're kind of tailoring ourselves or really restricting ourselves to fit in within like a mold, let's say this could be even like in like a family environment, maybe, you know, we're trying to appease to like a group of friends or maybe even like something at work, but if we're doing this thing and it feels like it's compromising to who you are, Leo, you know, you're just kind of, you know, just going with the group, you know what I mean, Leo? Then I feel like we want to be kind of mindful of that, you know, because I get where, you know, we may want to fit in or have maybe someone, this could even be something where we want someone to like us or things along those lines. But if we restrict ourselves and really, you know, get to this place where we're not really living our true authentic selves, you know, then it gets to this weird kind of place. It's like you're doing things for somebody else, you know, you're helping someone else's dream along, or, you know, filling and checking out their boxes but not really checking yours. But I also kind of feel like with this, Leo, that, you know, because yours is such a creative sign as well for some others here, you know, just with where, yes, you know, I'm all about following the rules and, you know, keeping things, you know, structured and stuff. But I feel like with where the energies are kind of going right now, I feel like this would be a great cycle for you, Leo, to think about like kind of breaking the rules a little bit, kind of going outside of the lines and really living in that creative type of energy, you know, and, you know, maybe, I don't know, just kind of switching things up a little bit, just if maybe things have been, because listen, you know, I'm not saying where, you know, if you got like a routine or something, listen, I'm a big old fan of a good routine, but every now and again, Leo, just something about, just like a shaking things up, you know, kind of let your hair down, just kind of go do something, go have some fun, whatever that's looking like for you, Leo. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. All right, Leo. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Small little reversal storm, but that's fine. Because you got the Three of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. And, you know, I feel like maybe for some of you, you know, with this, maybe we were in this place in the past, you know, if we were just kind of going back to this people pleasing part of it. If we were in this space where maybe we were kind of catering to someone or maybe doing something that, I'm not sure, just you were maybe like following someone else's rules, but I feel like maybe something happened here where maybe we had to, maybe we realized something was going down, maybe we had to establish a different type of boundary, and maybe that had you, maybe some feelings got brought up in that, Leo, whether this be with your person, yourself, or maybe on both ends. But with the Three of Swords popping up in reverse, even if this was something that maybe went down and we had a disagreement or we had a parting of ways, some clarity. It may not feel like it right now when we're kind of in that healing process and kind of reflecting on this, depending on how that may be resonating with you. Again, if this is like however this might be working, but if there was not that connection that was there, or that if we found that we were, or where was I at with that, Leo? Oh, more so that it may not make sense right now what's going on, but when we've had time to reflect on this stuff, the clarity comes in. We understand, we can see where we might have been limiting ourselves and now not quite living to our fullest potential, Leo. And here's the thing, especially if you've been maybe operating in this energy for a while, when we're kind of breaking from the mold and doing that healing, you can feel like that there's not any type of like resources that you might have. You feel like you're starting from scratch and it's just like, how am I going to build myself back up and things? But you will, Leo. That's the perfect question to be asking yourself during this period of time. Take some time, be with yourself, find that balance, See, because this is Saturn and Libra here. And when we discover where we were kind of restricting ourselves, where things weren't feeling harmonious, then that's going to help, that's going to help you get eyes and understand where we can apply this energy for growth and for, moving past whatever this restrictive cycle might be. But I'm also really, kind of getting with this as well. Just, this is a little more, because this is not quite how the Queen of Pentacles is read, but there's really just kind of something, again, I'm kind of getting with this, like, if we've been in this place where maybe we've had to kind of be in it's been all work and no fun, you know what I mean, Leo? Maybe you've been on like a strict regimen, maybe you've been really focused, and that's dope. I'm all about that. Maybe we've been focusing on our pentacles here. But I feel like that there's just something here about just making sure that we just have like a little bit of a balance, now, like a work smart, play smart kind of thing. I'm not saying you necessarily, if you can, go ahead and take yourself a little sabbatical there. But, just more so just working in little moments of play and not keeping things so tailored all the time. Allow that stuff to ask, allow those moments to ask yourself, how is my heart doing? Where am I at in life? Are things feeling balanced? Are relationships feeling balanced? All those questions, Leo. All right, let's see what else we got, Leo. Interesting. Okay. So you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here, Leo. And I feel that with this, maybe with some of you, even thinking a little bit broader, if this is like even something with like a business, let's say, if we have like an idea that we're wanting to do, but maybe if we're not sure, maybe this is something like we have like a cool business idea, or maybe like a side hustle that maybe you wanted to start, but maybe it doesn't follow the like typical guidelines that others would necessarily take a route. Let's say you want to, I don't know, maybe go out and start let's say if we're like I don't know, Queen of Pentacles, she's giving me like lawyer vibes. Let's say, she's you fancy little lawyer here, there, Leo, but then now you want to go be a fancy farmer, but everyone else is kind of like, Leo, that's not how that works. You're breaking against the chain, like, how are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? And it's just like, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to go I'm going to go invest. I'm going to go sow some seeds. How are you going to do this when there's no food? You know what I mean? So I feel like that if this is something where maybe others have been telling you how your ideas should be worked, or, what you should be doing with your abilities and things along those lines, Leo, again, yours is a creative sign, and where It's not to say that the other signs of the zodiac, can't hang, but it's, Leos, you really do have a grand vision and, really just a vivid, just vivid imagination. So, you know, don't worry about trying to fit in some kind of box or anything along those lines. I feel like the energies are saying definitely kind of spill outside of the line, see what happens. Because we're, I feel like if anything, we've been in this age of, kind of like following by the, there's only a set of, there's only a few paths, to get to your success, and that's it. But now, with Uranus having changed the game up, and because, remember, even before like this working from home stuff, a lot of the times you had to go with the place, retire out, and that was it. But now people are kind of moving around, maybe say a few years and then moving around, we're working from home more. Things change, Leo. So, the rules are constantly adaptable, where it's nice, sure, you want to keep that same old, but, that's not how growth works. So, yeah, just something to think about, Leo. Yeah, yours is one, definitely let that energy just roam free. Right? Dope. I like that, Leo. Cool start. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, Leo, I see you. Look at that, now I'm feeling a little love there. You got the second card of Pisces here, which is the Flamingos card. And with this card, this is a card of soulmates, lovers, union, courtship, dating, attraction, seduce, long-term potential, displays of affection, charm, it factor, two of a kind, alluring, and je ne sais quoi. So look at that, Leo. Look at that. The second we started breaking the rules a little bit, now you done attracted some love. I'm with it. But Leo, just kind of thinking with this card, if we are thinking about love, I will say, considering that you have the Three of Swords here, and granted it's in reverse, but I'm not saying that we can't look for love, but it's just like making sure that we're just healed from whatever it is before we think about, Seven of Pentacles, maybe investing in something, and even if we do decide to say something, I just feel like, make sure that we're just like, kind of take it slow, make sure we're checking where we're at and that we're feeling good to move on to that next step, or, to that next state. But again, kind of tying into like how this corset thing kind of came down here. I will say, just if we are in a relationship and if you find that if you're in something that where you feel restricted, where you're not feeling as resourceful, or that you're feeling that you're not able to, that maybe you're putting your dreams or something on the back burner, and where, I'm all for, when it comes into like a relationship and things like along those lines, as far as like dreams, we can absolutely, it's like we can have a balance where it's like if the energies makes more sense to focus on your thing, dope, let's do it. But we got to make sure that we're having that reciprocity as well when it's time for you to focus on your thing, Leo. This is, your time to shine, because you can't keep the sun bottled up. Like that's ridiculous. But just when we're thinking about that type of stuff, Leo, the soulmates, the lovers, unions, all of those things, just making sure, I feel like, that when we're evaluating that long-term potential, that you do feel that vibration, that things feel like there's just that the energies are feeling held together and just harmonious. But let's see, let's get some tarot on this. Ooh, okay. So you got the Ten of Cups in reverse here. Oh, Leo, look at you. We got options and we're feeling ourselves. You got the Seven of Cups here, the Queen of Wands upright, and then you got the Ten of Cups in reverse here. And Leo, maybe for some of you, maybe this has been where, maybe some of you have been in this place where people have been maybe trying to tell you like, hey, you need to focus on your career right now, but maybe you're looking for love. Maybe you're feeling romantic. And Leo, I feel like if that's where your heart is trying to take you, because I mean, Seven of Cups here is like, oh, we have all these options here. And Queen of Wands, Juju, when we're talking about romance, we're feeling fiery. We're feeling passionate there. But if we're not quite thinking about a family or maybe long-term things right now, there's nothing wrong with just like doing the dating stuff, like you do, because usually, I feel like people were, maybe that it's like if you're at this certain age, and it's just like, how come you're not married? How come you haven't found your soulmate and settled down? Well, just because the times have changed. I'm kind of seeing the options. I'm playing the field. There's a lot of potential out there, a lot of queens out there. But I will say with that though, Leo, just something to think about. We're just kind of with that boundaries and things. Just be mindful how we're spreading that love. I'm not saying we can't have fun, but just be mindful with that Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups can get into this place of overindulgence. It can get to a tricky realm sometime when we get into that like Venus and Scorpio type of energy there with the Seven of Cups. And just paying attention to where our priorities are, making sure that we're staying, thinking about our responsibilities too with the Queen of Pentacles. It may not always be the funnest thing all the time, because come on, who doesn't want to just live in a Queen of Wands energy all day? But there's a balance here, when we even think about because that kind of reminds me when we think about Empress energy. There are times when she's going when she's feeling feisty, want to tap into that Queen of Wands, but the other times she's got to get things done. We got stuff to, or we may have, when she's tapping her Queen of Cups, we may have some healing to do. But, just a little thing to think about there. But just last little thing, if we're just having troubles, I feel like if we've been maybe missing out on some options, maybe we've been trying this thing, but it seems like no matter where we invest, it just seems to be like miss after miss after miss. And, there still doesn't seem to be that clarity that seems to be coming through. Then take a moment, Leo, and reflect on that. See what are some things that they had in common. What are some things that they noticed? What are some things you noticed about them? What are some things that they noticed about you? How do we feel about how's that resonating? But also too, I find that if we're looking for love and we just seem to be kind of missing out, that could be the higher self kind of indicator, just like, hey, how about we take some time, focus on ourselves. Yes, you're looking great, Leo, you're doing fantastic, but there's some other areas that need some work, that because the Pentacles can deal with more than just your finances. This can deal with your health, whether that be physical, mental, spiritual, maybe your material needs, your manifestation. When we focus on ourselves and we put love and all this energy and really focus on that union inward, then we're attracting that energy of love. Then we're really, because that's how we get to Nine of Cups, is being to Ten of Cups, is feeling that energy Nine of Cups, and then doing that energy Nine of Coins to attract all of that happily ever after, that legacy, that abundance, where everything is just filling into a lovely little picture there, Leo. So little bit to unpack there. I like this though. Got a little love. We're thinking about a lot of stuff, and in this energy does make sense too. I feel like with this passion, kind of coming in the air here, because you do got a lot of love coming through, kind of strong here, Leo. Mars just entered Leo, when this is coming out, I want to say yesterday on the 20th of May, and it'll be there through the 10th of July, so you may be feeling more passionate during this time. Mars is involved with our energy, our sex drive, our libido, how we take action. So that's just saying, another little thing to think about. If we're not thinking about creating a family or any kind of little ones or stuff here, you are in things are heating up a little bit there, Queen of Wands, so just be mindful. More? All right, Leo. Let's get your last card. Ooh, all right, Leo. You got the 9th card of Cancers here, which is the Rainbow card. What a week. And this is a card of wish granted, serendipity, blessing, patience pays off, abundance, hope, good luck, patience, promise, godsend, creation, manifesting wealth, prosperity, and perfect timing. And Leo, if we're thinking, because this is, wow, what a lovely little ending this is turning out to be, all this bliss. If we're thinking about, again, with love, and think about that happily ever after, that wish granted, like I was saying, I feel like doing some stuff that you love, you know, getting in that creative energy, you know, really living just living that best creative life, Leo. And when we're putting that energy out there and we're patient with this stuff here, you know, enjoy this time of nurturing yourself and really getting to understand your energies. That's when I feel, you know, that's when, again, when Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles start coming up, come knocking at your doorstep. That's when we start manifesting our abundance. You know, we're just all the clarity really comes in. So, you know, be thinking, you know, especially to be patient. You know, I feel like especially with all this abundance that you're trying to attract here, Leo, this happiness and fulfillment. Because, you know, Jupiter squared your sign. You know, depending on where your Leo placement is, Jupiter is going to be squaring your Leo placements for the next year. And where, you know, yes, that may bring about some delays and things, but look at what we're building here. We're building rainbows and look, you got a couple of rainbows here. You got the rainbow in your Ten of Pentacles, rainbow in your Oracle cards. We're creating happiness here. But, you know, and I feel like that sometimes we want to get there, you know, just thinking with the Queen of Wands, sometimes we can feel a little impatient, you know, want to get there as soon as possible. It's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Leo, it's all around you. Just let it in, just revel in it, you know, and then and don't worry, it's going to manifest into different shapes. You know, it's just going to be, we got this journey when we're working on this stuff. It's like you got to when we're filling up these cups, we got to empty out one thing and then fill another thing. Find out where we're restricted, you know, where some boundaries need to be, you know, what's not being held together. And then it all comes together beautifully. But let's get some tarot on this. Yeah, because Leo, it seems like, you know, whether you're looking for love or just wanting to create some stuff here in general, you know, I feel like if we can just allow ourselves to like kind of really be free to just kind of, there's something here really just about just really being in your energy, doing the things that you love and just really just wholly investing in that, then man, Leo, you can manifest something real dope here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. So you got the Seven of Swords up right here. And you know, I do feel like just on a basic level, you know, if we were coming from a relationship where because the Seven of Swords can be a card of lying, cheating, stealing, things along those lines. If we are coming from that, you know, just before I feel like, you know, we're think about, well, I mean, you know, I just feel like that if we came out of something like that, again, just making sure that we're healing from a situation like that. And then reflect on that too, Leo, you know, because that, even the situations that weren't, you know, if the outcome wasn't the most optimum you know, how we wanted it to go. Relationships, no matter how they're looking, happen for a reason. And what do we get from that? You know, what tools did you get from that? Because that's another thing with the Seven of Swords. You know, when we, you know, even if we do get lied to, you know, someone, you know, was cunning, you know, you do, okay, it's like, all right, fool me once, that's fine. But, you know, fool me once, you know, yeah, shame on me, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But fool me twice, man, get out the way. Queen of Wands is keeping it moving. And so, I like that girl. But also, Leo, you know, I just really, there's something here like that. If there's an ability, there's an ability that we've been wanting to do, let's say our hearts have been like, man, I wish I've been wanting to, you know, I don't know, play the guitar here, or I've been wanting to maybe, you know, work out in the garden, maybe, you know, tailor some, maybe sew some clothes, maybe, I don't know, work with reptiles, whatever that is, Leo. There's something in here that's been a wish that's been trying to, you know, get out, Leo, that's been trying to make itself heard. You know, really listen to that intuition, Leo. We really are getting in a very just intuitive time, you know, and to really pay attention to those signals. And yeah, Leo, because this is lovely here. Oh, no more. All right, Leo. I guess that's all I got for you there. So it's like, one more. You know what? I'm gonna get one more, Leo. This one's just for me. just for a little gift from me to you. Let's get one more on this next. Let's see. last little thing here, because I was just a talking. I thought we were going to get one more. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting, Leo. Okay, so you got the Two of Cups in reverse here. And so, last little bit. If something doesn't feel harmonious, if it feels like it's getting in the way of your wish fulfillment, of all this loveliness, if there's some kind of investment that's not feeling right, that we're, again, feeling restricted and stuff, Venus is actually in Cancer right now, Leo, and will be there, I want to say, until the 5th of June. So, and that's about evaluating our relationships, seeing how our relationships with how our security is in our relationships, and asking ourselves those questions. Are we resonating with this, connecting with higher self? Because after like the Lovers, this is a really strong one for me for connecting with higher self. So, and when we do that, Leo, that's how we get to the other side of this rainbow here and find all this happiness. So I like that. I think we'll leave that there. So if anything resonates with you, Leo, give it a thumbs up and let's spread this around. I like this energy. If you know someone who's might be feeling a little restricted, or maybe they need to get out there and be bold. Maybe ask that soulmate out on a date there. Just let's share that, Leo, and then tell you and that soulmate to subscribe, hit that bell button, you get notified when I release videos each week. And then I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timer, and I started a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to post like positive messages, positive affirmations, uplifting messages, things along those lines. And then definitely as it grows, I'm planning on doing some, you can schedule like different meditations in the groups. And I've definitely got Queen of Pentacles and I about got something pretty much locked in. Queen of Wands, we gotta discuss. But all that information, Leo, is down in the description box. And then lastly, check your if you have any where am I at? If you have any Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to my other channel, The Cherrigan Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get you a surprise card here so I can get you out of here. I love it. 9 of Pentacles. And you know what, Leo? With the 9 of Pentacles, again, if this is something where you're at a time, if we're just wanting to focus on ourselves right now, then absolutely do it. Because when you do, Leo, because this is like working towards your Empress energy. This is Virgo and this is Venus and Virgo. And Venus and Virgo, when we're working on getting to our abundance and things, oh yeah, bet, that placement is getting to work. Because that's what we're working towards, our happiness, that rainbows and all of that abundance, prosperity. And when we focus on ourselves, we were talking about that earlier, that the 9 of Pentacles is putting those feelings into action. When we do, then we start attracting soul mates, soul families. It's a soul tribe, soul animals. It's a beautiful little thing. And I love that, because hold on, you'll see in a sec, because you got a whole bunch of animals here. You got the Shapeshift card as your oracle card, and I like that because you got Shapeshift on this corset too. So I will say with this, Leo, just kind of be flexible with this energy. Just kind of, if you've been getting these sort of like these inklings or these urges to just like explore, different abilities, or, maybe try different hobbies or try something new, whatever that's looking like. I feel like it would really benefit you, Leo, changing the game up, maybe trying a new routine, working in something. I feel like, it's going to get you closer to that 10 of Cups, get you closer to that Empress energy there. So I like that. I think I'm gonna leave that there. So you stay safe out there, Leo. All this love and healing, because this really is beautiful. And I mean, because you just raised your vibration through the roof, because that's what you did here. You're off to a great start here. Enjoy this little cycle here. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.